Like, hi dear students, good morning. I hope you all can hear and see me. So students, I am here to talk about something very important, and I want each and everyone's attention. So if you are watching this session, I would want your attention, complete attention here. Whether you are able to, whether you are watching it live or whether you are watching it in replay, please watch it very carefully. So in about next 2 minutes, I will tell you that this session is relevant for who and how you can participate in Eklavya. Okay, so let me start with this. So first I'll start that who should be watching this session. All right, so if you are a JEE aspirant, then you should definitely be watching this session. Okay, if you are someone who is expecting 150 plus marks in JEE main that have just got over, except January 28 morning shift, because that shift was really difficult, and therefore if the student in that shift, if they are scoring anywhere around 100 marks also, then this session is for you. About yesterday's that is January 29th second shift, the evening shift or the afternoon shift, I think the paper was difficult there also. I do not have the complete reports yet, but if you know the popular belief is that yesterday's shift, second shift, was also very difficult, and you were in that shift and you scored less, around 100 or anything above 100, then also this session would be relevant for you. In other words, if the paper would have been a normal paper and you would have scored more than 150 in it, and you actually have scored more than 150 in those exams, then this session is for you. It is also for students who are not currently part of Eklavya but who plan to join Eklavya in the coming future, and it is also for those students who have already joined Eklavya. So pay attention to this. Many times the students believe that it is for the students who have not joined Eklavya, but it is very important that you pay attention to what I'm saying here, even if you are part of Eklavya. Very important, guys. All right, so I think I've made it very clear that who should watch this session. Okay, now who should not be watching this session, or this session is not relevant for whom. So students, if you are not aware of what Eklavya is, then whatever I'm going to tell you in the next 10-15 minutes, or whatever I'm going to cover in this session is not relevant for you. You first need to inquire about what Eklavya is, and to do that, there is a link in the description of this session that introduces Eklavya. All right, so I'll show that link in a short while. So maybe you can watch that session first and then you can decide. It is not relevant for students who are aware of Eklavya, what Eklavya is, but who have made the conscious decision that they are not going to join Eklavya. So if you have already decided that, you can move on. There is no need for you to watch this session. Or if you are someone who is targeting only JEE main, if you are not targeting JEE Advanced, then again this session is not for you. You can move on. Now, having made it clear that who should watch this session and who should not be watching this session, I will tell you what I'm going to cover in today's session. So in today's session, I'm going to tell you about the scholarships that you can get using the JEE main percentiles, and how you are going to get it, and what kind of scholarship you can get. Point number one. Second thing that you have to keep in mind, that scholarship is something that we have been giving repeatedly. Like I think in the month of September, or maybe in the month of September, we conducted a scholarship test in Eklavya. 3 tests were there. In the month of January also we conducted scholarship test, based on which we gave some scholarships. And now on the basis of JEE main percentile, we will be giving the scholarships. Now the students who have recently purchased the Eklavya course, in case your percentile entitles you to a higher scholarship bracket, then we will refund the difference amount to you. So any student who has purchased the course in the month of January on the basis of the scholarship that they got through the entrance test or the scholarship test, these tests were conducted on January 12, January 15 and January 19. Or if you purchase the course at the default discount and later on you discover that your percentiles entitle you to a higher bracket, okay, don't worry about this, we will refund the difference. So that is point number one. So I'll cover the scholarship. I'll also tell you how to participate in Eklavya, and again this is relevant for students who are already part of Eklavya or who plan to join Eklavya. So if you are already part of Eklavya, yet you need to know how you can participate in Eklavya. There is a catch, so you need to be very alert and listen to me. Okay, now what is not going to be done in today's session, guys? I'm not going to describe what Eklavya is. All right, I think I've done that in the past in the session, and that alone will take about 30-35 minutes, and therefore I'm not going to cover that part. So if you are watching this session and you are not aware of what Eklavya is and what I'm talking about, okay, then as I said, that there is a link in the description. You can watch, I'll show you the link. You can watch that session first, then you will become aware of Eklavya, and then you can see what I'm telling here. And also, I would like to tell you that if you are a JEE Advanced aspirant and you don't know what Eklavya is, you should definitely first become aware of Eklavya, and then only you should, decide on how you are going to prepare for JEE Advanced. Because if you are an advanced aspirant and you are not part of Eklavya, you're definitely missing out on, on your good result. I mean, you are definitely compromising your rank by maybe 50, by maybe 100, by maybe a couple of hundreds. It all depends on your potential. Okay, so if I'm very clear on this, the next thing that I want you all to do, I want you all to scan this QR code and join the Eklavya Telegram channel, the information broadcast channel. So every process, everything regarding Eklavya is driven from this Telegram channel. So again, whether you want to join Eklavya, whether you have made the decision, you want to know what is going on, whatever you want to do, if you want to be associated with Eklavya in any capacity, then you should be at this place. All right, so scan this QR code. I'm not sure whether this is visible enough or not. Again, if you are not able to see, if you are not able to scan, because of the brightness, then again, the link of the Telegram channel is also present in the description of this session. Again, I'll show that to you in a short while. Okay, I'll get away from the screen so that you can scan the QR code if you want to. And guys, this Telegram channel is different from the Telegram groups that we make batch wise. The groups are made only with the enrolled students. This Telegram channel is something that anyone can join, whether you are part of Eklavya or not. So the purpose is to have one-side communication, one-way communication, where I am telling you or I am announcing what is going to happen in Eklavya next and how you can participate in it. Once you join Eklavya, we add you to a Telegram group where you can interact with the other kids who are part of Eklavya, and you can interact with the teachers, and all those things are happening. Okay, if you have already joined, hurry please, then that's good. That's good. Okay, so that is one thing. Now I'll show you the scholarship brackets that we are going to provide. So that was the big surprise of today's session. So students, if you are scoring anywhere above 98 percentile, okay, if you are scoring above 98 percentile in JEE main, then we will give you 100% scholarship, which means that you will not have to pay anything to join this batch. I'm reiterating that if you joined Eklavya in the month of January and you fall in a higher scholarship bracket when your percentiles are released, we will refund the difference to you. So don't, like those who have already joined the Eklavya batch in the month of January or recently, don't get disheartened or don't feel that you have paid more, because that is not the case. And again, this is applicable to all the students who plan to join the batch in the upcoming days also. All right. What you have to do, like if you want to avail this scholarship, you need to fill this form. Again, if the form may not be visible here, the form is again present in the description of today's session. I'll show that in a short while. Okay, so what you need to do to avail this, you need to fill this form. Okay, if you are in the percentile bracket of 92 to 98, okay, then you will get a 70% scholarship, and then you can purchase the course at 6,000. If you are in 85 to 92 percentile bracket, then you will get a 50% scholarship and you will be able to join at 10,000. If you are scoring less than 85 percentile, I would suggest that JEE Advanced is probably not for you. You should be preparing for JEE Main. Yet, if you believe that I've got less percentile because of some something that happened on the day of the examination and I was not able to convert my full potential into my marks, and if you still want to join Eklavya, you can do that. You will get a 30% scholarship, that is the default scholarship, and you will be able to join the batch at 14,000 rupees. Okay, so now Bhavik and Hari Place, if you believe that you will score above 98 percentile, so yeah, you will be entitled to full refund. So don't worry about that, you will get it. Okay. Okay, so I hope that this is very clear to you. Now guys, why we are doing this, because normally in the previous years of Eklavya, we have not allowed students to join who scored less than 96 percentile. Lots of students come to us telling us that they want to prepare in Eklavya, and therefore these brackets that you see. Okay, now guys, I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to show you. So I'll now tell you that how you will be able to participate in Eklavya. Like, there are a few questions that we need to answer here. First question is that if these percentiles, if these scholarships are on the basis of percentile, then when can you avail these scholarships? So obviously you will be able to avail them after you have received your percentiles, so that will take a bit of time, because that may happen after February 12 or 13. And after that also, we will take about 4-5 days to verify your percentile and to get you enrolled. So you can expect that you can take benefit of these percentile by February 20 and get enrolled in the batch. 20 days is a huge amount of time in the context of the time that we have got to prepare for JEE Advanced. So in these 20 days, the batch will commence. The classes in Eklavya batch, that is starting from February 2nd or February 3rd. Okay, so you can't be missing out all these classes. So I'm going to tell you that how you can participate in these classes, how you can be part of the program till February 20. Okay, and I would like to tell everyone that if you have decided to join Eklavya, don't wait. Join as soon as possible, because only after joining the batch, you will be made part of the Telegram group where the other students are present, where you can interact with the other students. You can ask your doubt in the Telegram group. Okay, so don't wait for that. Because in case if you end up with a higher percentile and you get scholarship, we will refund the amount. So don't worry that, don't think that you will lose out on something if you join before the release of the percentile. And there is another very important thing, guys. The number of seats in Eklavya, they are limited, and we are filling them on a first come first serve basis. All right. So the moment we get the seats are filled, we will close the admission to Eklavya batch. That is point number one. Second, whether we get the desired number of students or not, we will close admission to Eklavya batch towards the last week of February. So again, something that you should keep into mind. Okay. Now I'll tell you how you can participate in Eklavya. So for that, I'll start from this session itself. I'll start from this session itself. So this is the session that is going on right now. This is the chat. And when we come to the description, okay, here is the description, guys. So in the description, this first link is of Eklavya batch. You can click on this and you can purchase the batch. This is the Eklavya application form. So guys, this is the form that you need to fill in case you plan to take advantage of your percentiles. Like if you want to avail the scholarship basis the percentile, you have to fill this form. It is a detailed form. It will take about 20-25 minutes for you to fill this form. Okay, but that is a mandatory thing that each and every one of you must do. All right, so fill the details. When you fill the details, let me just warn you, don't be in a hurry and fill any crap information about you. Fill the information which is truthful, because our team will be verifying whatever you have filled here. Okay, and only after your verification is done, then we will consider you for the scholarships. In case if you have filled incorrect data, you will probably not get a chance to fill the data again. You will not be able to fill the there is no option of editing what you have submitted, and there is no option of filling the form again. So please ensure that you are filling the form correctly. All right, otherwise it will become difficult for you to to participate in Eklavya. So this is a very important step, guys. This is a very important step. So I'll just highlight from where do I do that? Okay, let it be. So this is the Telegram channel. So if you were not able to scan the QR code, use this link and join the Telegram channel. Okay, and now I'll tell you how to make use of this. Okay, before I do that, this is the session, this 0 days wasted after JEE Main. This is again a session in which I have described how you can make use of Eklavya. Similar things I'm going to do today right now, but because today's session is the more recent one, it will contain better and more accurate information. Okay, and if you want to understand what Eklavya program is, then this last link, know about Eklavya, this is for you. If you don't know about what Eklavya is, then watch this session. So if you want to know about Eklavya, watch this. If you want to know how you can participate in Eklavya, watch the current session that is going on. Okay, and if you want to join the Telegram channel, then here is the link, you can join. If you want to avail the scholarships on the basis of percentile, fill this form. Okay, now how you can participate. So you see a Eklavya spreadsheet for student, and I've put the same spreadsheet in the Telegram channel also. Okay, let me start from there. So if you scan the QR code, or if you click on this link which takes you to the Telegram channel, then this is where you land. Okay, this is where you land. I will join this, I will open this channel. So how can I open this? Okay, so this got opened, and this was the video telling you to join. So here we see the Eklavya student sheet. I've just shared it. Okay, guys, please do not download this sheet. I mean, there is no problem in downloading the sheet. You can, but if you download the sheet, and then you refer the downloaded version, then any update that I'm putting here will not get updated in your copy, and you will not be, you will not come across any new additional information that I'm going to share. I use this sheet to communicate with the students, to share any important content, information, schedule, whatever. If I want to share something with the batch, this is the sheet where I dump those stuff, and this is the sheet which will always help you understand what is going on in Eklavya. So, all right. No, Bhavik, you don't have to call the team. You just have to fill the form. Okay. And there's one more very important, guys. Once you fill the form, of course, we can't verify your percentiles until it is declared. So you will have to wait for the percentiles to get declared. Once they are declared, you still have to wait for about a week. Within a week, you will receive either an email intimation from us, or my team members will call you. If you have scored more than a 98 percentile, then we will directly enroll you, because it's a 100% scholarship. So we will directly enroll you, and we will send you email intimation that you have been enrolled. If you are scoring anything less, then my team member will call you. They will ask you about your willingness to join the batch, and they will complete the payment formalities, and then you will be made part of the batch. Okay, whichever is the scenario, you have to participate in Eklavya program through this spreadsheet. So if I click on this spreadsheet, okay, this is something that opens up. Again, I don't think it is visible right now. How can we make this visible? Last time we did something to convert this into. I think it's better. It has better visibility now. So students, this is the spreadsheet. It has some kind of visibility now. I can see it. So the first tab is session details. So the first tab is session details, and we are on session detail right now. So you see that the first session is on February 3. Okay, the first session is on February 3, and now this is very important for everyone. The timing you see, physics unit 1. What is unit 1? I'll tell you. The timing is 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. How you have to join this session? This is for internal kids also. Even if you have enrolled in Eklavya batch, you will not see these sessions in your dashboard. Very important statement for the students who are part of Eklavya. When you open your Vedantu.com account and you check your dashboard, you will not see sessions in Eklavya batch, until February 20. Like the first session that you will see, that will probably be on February 21 or February 22. All right, because your sessions till February 20, you have to participate. You have to join those sessions by clicking on these links, everyone. Okay, so these links are the ones that everyone can use, whether you are internal student, whether you are external students. From here, you have to join the session. Okay, the replay of these sessions, I'm not sure whether I will be able to provide it or not. I'll try to provide it, but I'm yet to, I'm not very sure. Like, I'm yet to get in touch with our tech team, and they will tell me whether we will be able to do that or not. So this is how you are going to participate. And after February 20, like from here you see this session, February 22nd session, this one, from here on, everything gets done only in the batch. All right. So I don't want any student to waste their 20 days waiting for the percentiles to get added to the batch on the basis of their percentiles, and therefore we are doing all this. Okay. All right. So this is from where you can get hold of your session details. Now, what will be done in the session? Okay. For example, we have physics unit 1 on February 3. So guys, you don't have to directly join the session. Like, there is a bit of homework that you need to do before you join this session. In each of these sessions, we are going to discuss your doubts. Okay, now the question is, doubts from which content? So I'll show you the content. So you see here, one tab is rank accelerator module. So if you click on this, you will see physics rank accelerator module, and here is the link. When you click on this, the rank accelerator module will open. When you click on the chem link, the chemistry rank accelerator module will open, and so on. Okay, so these are 3 problem banks to describe it in. Again, I have explained this in the other session that I was telling you. Okay, so I'm not going in very much detail right now. So what are these? The structure of these which part to be solved, which part is mandatory, which is optional. All of this is covered in that session that I just highlighted in the description of this session. Like there are two sessions, one explains what is Eklavya, the other explains that how you can avoid wasting even a single day after your JEE Main is over. So I have described them. Okay, so this is a problem booklet. There are units made in that. Unit 1, unit 2. So physics is divided into 10 units. In one class, we will discuss one unit. So you have to attempt questions that are present in unit 1 before you join the February 3 class, and likewise. All right. So whichever unit is going to be discussed on whichever day, you have to attempt that unit before that. All right. So that you know that what are the questions that you want to ask. Okay. Now, so unit 1 in physics, it comprises of ray optics and modern physics. So, sir, should I directly start solving the rank accelerator module? No. Revise your notes from these chapters. Revise the class examples that were done with you, like wherever you studied, your notes must be having class examples. You must have solved some content in ray optics and modern physics, like some booklet, maybe some book, some institute material. If you are part of Vedantu, you would have solved Tattva or something. Go through the content, check your doubts again. If you were part of Eklavya from phase 1 or phase 2, then in phase 2 also we would have solved some content here. Check your doubts in those content also. So this will help you recollect or to bring back your problem solving efficiency. All right, your problem solving skills, you need to just revise those. And then if you still are not very confident, guys, there are something called as tutorial sessions. Here you see tutorial sessions. So here we have covered those areas which are generally not covered in regular classes. When you are taught any chapter for the first time, there are topics or there are applications of a concept that are not taught to you, all right, because of the difficulty level, but they come in JEE Advanced. So you can watch these tutorial sessions. These are really going to be helpful to you when you watch this tutorial session and then you attempt the questions from the rank accelerator module. The chances of getting doubts diminish. You will get less number of doubt. You will take less time to solve the questions. Okay, so my recommendation is that there are 10 units, there are 10 tutorial sessions in each subject. So before you start solving the unit of a particular subject, you watch the tutorial session and then you start attempting the unit. Okay, all right. So I hope I've made myself very clear. You come to the session details tab, check the date. On that date, before that date, you need to attempt the rank accelerator module, which is present in this tab. Okay, and before you start solving this, what you need to do, you need to revise your notes, go through your class examples, revise your doubts, and if you feel you still need some help, watch the tutorial session. If you ask me, definitely watch the tutorial session, because once you start watching it, you will know how enriching they are. Please do not assume that it will contain something that you already know. Like, don't live under the delusion. These are anyways replays. You can play them at your desired speed. Move through them to see whether they contain something that you don't know. If they do contain like information like that, watch that topic and then attempt the rank accelerator module. You will be saving a lot of time like this. Otherwise, you will get stuck and you will waste a lot of time on pondering over how to solve the questions. Okay. Next very important thing. How do I ask doubts, sir? Should I join the session and just, tell the doubts that I want to get solved? No. You will not be telling the questions you want to discuss during the session. Whatever you mention in the session, that will not be entertained. You have to let us know those questions that you want to discuss before the session, at least 1 hour before the session. How you are going to do that? That is to be done by filling a doubt form. And the doubt form is present in a tab which says important links. You see here important links. When you click on this, you come here. So these are the important links that I want to share with you, that I want you to know. So this doubt form link you see here, you will click on this and it will open up a form. It will open up a Google form. Okay, so you need to fill this form. There are instructions given in the form regarding how you need to fill it. So you need to fill this form. Okay, it will contain the questions that you want to ask us. Like you, there are other students also who would be filling the form. Okay, so we will be able to generate a frequency matrix. What is that? Question number 1, how many students want to ask or want us to discuss question number 1? Question number 2, How many students want us to discuss question number 2? So based on that, I'll get a frequency that which question is more in demand, like students want to discuss which question more. So the questions with higher frequency will be picked by teachers for discussion. Keep in mind, guys, the entire rank accelerator module will not be discussed. It is not possible to discuss 90 to 100 questions in a matter of 3 hours, and to discuss them in a manner such that you gain something out of it. Typically, one question consumes about 10 to 15 minutes. That is not the time that the teachers need to solve the question. That is the time they need to explain the stuff to you. On an average, one question consumes about 10 minutes. So in about 180 minutes duration, we will be able to address about 18 to 20 doubts, 18 to 25 maybe. Okay, depending upon the topic, the subject. So keep that in mind, that all the questions from the rank accelerator module will not be discussed in the session. Questions with higher frequency will be discussed. Once they are done, once a certain frequency is covered, then the lower frequency questions will be picked up. If everything is covered and we still have time in the session, then any student who has joined the session and they want to ask some a question which was not filled in the form, which was not covered, maybe that we can discuss. So keep in mind, guys, filling the form is an essential step in letting us know the questions that you want us to discuss. Do not expect to forget filling the form and then join the session and then create nuisance in the chat that please discuss this question, please discuss this question. Please don't do that. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it. There are some other links also that you might find useful. So you will find that if you want to purchase the rank accelerator module, which is this year edition, which contains the QR code, again what I'm talking about can be understood in the other session that I took, then this is the link, guys. You have to purchase it from Vedantu store. These rank accelerator module are being sold at Amazon also, but currently on Amazon last year edition is present. This year edition is yet to get updated on Amazon. It is there on Vedantu store. So if you are looking for this year, and there is a price difference, last year edition is a bit cheaper as compared to this year edition, so you can decide. My suggestion would be to go with this year edition because it has less errors and it has got more QR codes also. I believe I have addressed everything that you need to know right now. And if there are things that I was not able to cover, you still have doubts that you want to ask, okay, I'll wait for maybe 30-40 seconds to see in the chat if something is coming up, any queries coming up in the chat. Otherwise, I will also schedule a live streaming in the Telegram channel. Okay, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'll try to do it tonight itself. So you can ask your doubts there also, everyone. Okay. So guys, let me just reiterate, just summarize the session while I'm waiting for your doubts. So we will be giving discounts on the basis of percentile. That is point number 1. Okay. Those of you who have joined in the month of January, don't get disheartened, assuming that you have, you have paid more. That nothing like that. If you are eligible for higher discount or higher scholarship on the basis of the JEE main percentile, we will refund the difference. Because of this, any student who wants to join Eklavya should not wait for the percentiles to get released, because you will not lose anything by joining early. Rather, you will gain only. What will you gain? You will gain access to the Telegram group. Point number 1. Point number 2, there are limited seats in Eklavya. Once the seats get filled, we will close admission. And if the seats don't get filled by February 20 around, we will definitely close the admission, because you would have missed a lot of portion. And then if you join Eklavya, you will have a hard time coping up. And I really don't want the success rate of Eklavyans to get affected by bringing students in Eklavya who may not be able to qualify advanced. So I don't want to do that. So I will close the admission by February 20, February 21, 22, around that. I'll close it. Last week of February. Remember, February is a 28 days month. So when I say last week of February, it boils down to around February 2021. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it from my side. Okay. Hari, please, you would have not, like students. Okay. There's another important aspect because of Hari's doubt. It came to my mind. If you have joined Eklavya recently, all right, the form that I have showed you, please fill that form. Once you fill that form, okay, we will add you to the Telegram group also, like the same form. We'll verify whether when you fill the form, we'll pick your email ID, we'll see whether you are an enrolled student or not. If you are an enrolled student, then we will add you to the Telegram group. The form asks about your Telegram ID also, so provide it there. And also please change your Telegram settings to allow unknown persons to add you to group. Many times we are not able to add the students to the Telegram group because of their Telegram settings. They have not given the permission to unknown individual to add them to the group. Disable that setting for few days. Once you get added to the group, then you can enable the setting again. All right, so I hope that clarifies stuff. And that's it, guys. I'll end this session now. Thank you for watching, and happy learning. Let's ace the JEE Advanced examination.